What's up, Net Soldiers? I'm Net Alliance. This is Chapter 6 of my What If Order 66 Failed series. To better understand the story, I recommend watching the previous parts. So there will be a link to the previous chapter in the description below. Also, if you enjoy this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Star Wars content. Thanks guys, it extremely helps me out. But with that said and out of the way, let's begin. My lord, we have arrived. Good. Now, we make this pathetic republic kneel. On Naboo, Masters Obi-Wan and Yoda have arrived at Anakin's villa. They walk to the front door. Perhaps we should have called first, Kenobi joked as he knocked on the door. Moments later, Luke answered the door. He looked at the older blind man, then at the little green alien. Can I help you? Hello there, Kenobi said, nodding to the boy. My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is my colleague, Master Yoda.
Nice to meet you. It is.
Yoda said, smiling. Wait, did you say Obi-Wan and Yoda? Luke asked with his eyes widening. Holy Wookiee spit! You guys are legends! Obi-Wan and Yoda were caught off guard for a moment. So you know of us? Yeah, Luke confirmed. You fought with my father in the Clone Wars. Ah, okay, Obi-Wan said. So you must be the Luke I heard so much about. Yeah, that's me. Are you guys here to see my dad?
Yes, correct you are.
Luke invited both Jedi inside and went to get his father. Kenobi and Yoda sat upon the furniture and looked at each other. Do you sense that too, Master?
The boy, been training, he has. And his sister too, I'm sure.
I could feel it too, Kenobi said, crossing his arms. Anakin's been training them, even though he's been forbidden to do so.
Same old Skywalker, he is.
It was then Anakin entered the room, gazing upon his old allies. Obi-Wan? Yoda? He said, surprised by their presence. It's been years. How are you guys? The trio caught up on some old news and some current events, and after a while, Kenobi informed Anakin on the reason why they were actually there in the first place. A droid factory? On Naboo? Skywalker stated. Yeah, I'm sorry, Masters, but I think you guys wasted your time. There's no way Naboo could ever have a droid factory. Trust me. Padme would have put a stop to that a long time ago. Kenobi and Yoda were glad to hear Naboo was clear, but with that matter out of the way, they decided to talk to Anakin about his children. Kenobi didn't really know how to approach the situation, so he decided just to leap right on in. Anakin, Kenobi said, have you been training Luke and Leia in the ways of the Force? Anakin looked at Kenobi, surprised by his former master's bluntness. And although a part of Anakin did want to lie, he decided to give in because he knew these guys already knew the truth. Yes, I have. Yoda looked at the ground in disapproval as Obi-Wan continued. But Anakin, why? You know you've been exiled and your children forbidden. Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan, Anakin said, standing to his feet. They're my children, and I choose to raise them however I please. And I want them to be ready for anything. Ready for anything? Kenobi questioned. What do you mean by that? Yoda finally stepped in.
Fear you have. Coming, something is.
Anakin looked at Yoda confused. Wait a second, you felt it too. Back on the busy city of Coruscant, the bright morning grew dark in seconds. The inhabitants looked to the sky to see a moon in front of the sun, causing the sky to turn blood red. Padme walked to the deck of the Senate building and peered up at the sky. For a moment, it seemed as though all of Coruscant was silent. Not even a peep could be heard, for all of Coruscant were caught off guard by the sudden eclipse. Padme grabbed her communicator and called her husband. Anakin picked it up as Luke and Leia entered the room. Hey Padme, what's going on? On their video chat, Anakin could barely make Padme out, for her surroundings were near pitch black.
I don't know,
Padme said with panic in her voice.
Anakin, something's not right.
Wait, what do you mean? Padme, I can barely see you, Anakin said, sitting down on a chair.
There's something blocking the sun, Anakin. I don't know what it is.
Something's blocking the sun? Anakin repeated, causing Kenobi and Yoda to become confused. Padme, you're not making any sense. It was then, Coruscant's billions of screens went blank. From the personal comm tablets to the biggest billboards, the bright and colorful pixels and the holograms went black. And then, a figure appeared, draped in a black cloak. Luke turned on his holoterminal to see his station had been hacked, and it revealed the figure as well. It appeared that all around the galaxy, trillions of devices were broadcasting this being. And that meant trillions of people were watching the same broadcast too. Finally, after a few seconds, the figure spoke. People of the Republic, I have come to save you, for no longer shall you be victims of your pathetic Senate. From this moment on, the Republic is no more, and thus, from its ashes, a new order has risen, the Empire, and I, its Emperor. The figure removed his hood, and everyone in the room gasped. Anakin, Obi-Wan said, fixing his eye cover. What's going on? Leia looked at the Zabrak on the holoterminal, then to her father. Dad, who is that? Anakin looked back at his allies. It's It's Maul. Maul's broadcast continued, and for those who do not kneel to your emperor, there will be grave consequences, as Coruscant is about to feel. Padme looked around to see many captivated beings, all still confused. Some were frightened, some were angry, and even some found humor in the situation, believing it all to be just one big joke. Maul continued once more. Allow me to make this very clear. To stand against me is to die. I am your emperor, and you all will bow. Suddenly, Maul's transmission cut out, and Padme could see Anakin again. That's when Anakin remembered his dream. He remembered the wall of flames engulfing the planet. It was all Maul's fault. Padme, he said with haste, you have to get off Coruscant now. Padme looked confused.
Anakin, what are you talking about?
Anakin pressured more. Padme, you have to find a shuttle and get out of there now.
Anakin,
Before Padme could even finish her sentence, the massive moon began to glow green. She looked up to the eclipse, trying to understand what's going on. Then, in a split second, a massive beam cut through the Coruscant atmosphere and crashed into the planet, creating a massive wall of flames and destruction that began to shake the entire planet to its core. The massive towers began to fall into the inhabitants below. The ships in the blast radius were immediately disintegrated. Wherever the blast hit, death followed. Padme looked at the wall of death as it came faster and faster. She was scared mostly because there was nothing she could do. She looked at her husband through the communicator one last time. As the flames came only feet away, with her soft voice, she slipped out one last word.
Anakin?
And that has been Chapter 6. I hope you guys enjoyed. Essentially, Chapter 1 through Chapter 6 was kind of Act 1 of this entire story. So there will be an Act 2 and an Act 3. So now that we got the action escalated, we have our threat revealed, it's going to get very crazy. So make sure to like and subscribe and turn the notifications for more Star Wars content. But with that said, thank you guys for being just the best fans. And until next time, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.